Because we love bitches.
Tune to this theater.
It's alive. It's moving. It's coming this way.
Ooh. What's up, everybody? It's Brian. If it looks like I'm in a different place, it's because I'm in a different place. I've been house and cat sitting for a friend of mine, and hopefully things will go relatively smooth tonight. If they don't, at least it'll be fucked up and funny. But the Wi-Fi is not hotel Wi-Fi this week, so hopefully things won't go as awry. If things do go awry, they're not going to be as awry as last time. Let me bring on my co-host because I could not do this without him. Matt, what is up, brother?
What's up, Brian? How you doing, man? Nice to see you. Nice to see your face, bro.
Nice to see you too, man. I'm kind of hurting. Like I told you in the back room, I've got this tooth that's like resting against a nerve. And it never bothered me my entire life. And then just like recently, this, like, I guess it was grinding my teeth or something like that, or biting down on a tooth, and so I've got this fucking pain.
Yeah, shit's brutal.
That like it's not just here, because at first you think it's a toothache, right? And then you're like, oh, it's not the tooth, and it's just fucking radiates like up the side of my head to my ear. And that's why I don't have headphones this week, is because I was wearing them and it was pushing against right here. Ah, God.
Go ahead, make it worse, dummy.
Poking there, man. Pops, what are you doing, man?
So you just gonna go ahead and poke and prod at it and make it worse? Good plan, bro. Good plan.
I know.
What's happening, everybody? Welcome to the Horror Movie Club. You know how we do it. You know what we do. Give your love to Brian and Matt, because without them, this don't happen.
Yeah, man. And well, much love to everybody out there watching this. We really do appreciate you. You're the reason why we keep chugging along. And hopefully tonight won't be excruciatingly boring. I know one thing: the movie that we're talking about tonight is not excruciatingly boring.
Right.
Very far from it.
Right.
It's Ken Russell's The Lair of the White Worm from 1988. It's like based very loosely on a Bram Stoker story. Okay. How close it is to that, I couldn't tell you. I've never read that story. I've read some other short stories by Bram Stoker, but never that one. But anyway, Ken Russell, who's a freaking lunatic, made a movie of it. Ken Russell, known as England's enfant terrible, terrible child of the cinema. Like, his movies are always very kind of like loud and mischievous. Like, you might know him for Tommy, Listophobia. What are some of the other ones he did? Oh, well, the Damned. The Damned was actually banned in England for like 25 years. That's a great movie about the church and supposed witchcraft. And
I never put together that dude in Rocky. Was he her husband? Who was he?
And who? What?
His mom's husband. And Tommy.
And Tommy. Oh, I forget. I haven't seen that movie since I was a little kid.
Come on, man. The Pinball Wizard, dude. That was good stuff.
I don't know. I don't remember that shit. I just don't ever feel like I need
I'm
to
trying
go
to figure
back.
out what role
He was really cool when you're like 6 or 7 years old, but so was Ted Nugent.
Yeah.
Right?
Nice to Uncle Ted.
He's pretty cool.
Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. Because, you know why? Because he shut his mouth off, and then when the fucking feds came around, he was practically crying. He was like, "How dare they? I'm the Motor City madman." I was like, that was some bitch made shit. That was some bitch
Tell me a rock star don't got an ego.
Well, they all do.
Yeah, but like that.
Yeah, like that. You just haven't. They haven't been.
There's got to be some people who are there's got to be some dudes who were fucking based that are just like, oh shit, this could get dangerous really fast, and they have maybe a support system, like if they're married, they have kids, that sort of a thing that will kind of like root them to the earth, right? Because they still have to go out and take out the garbage when they come back from like a stadium tour. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure there's got to be some people like that, but there's also got to be people that just think they're, fucking like messiahs or something.
I look at Ted and I look at Gene Simmons, and to me they're the same. Then you got Dee Snider who wrote a song called "We're Not Gonna Take It," and then told everybody take the jab.
Yes. Yes.
Look, they all flip for money. They do whatever they think is going to help them make money at the time, and you can't fault any of them as they're aging into obscurity to keep trying to be relevant.
Hey, what's up? What's up? You want to say hi to everybody? Want to say hi to everybody, Kitty? Good morning. Yeah, he's not really giving me much lap action. Yeah. Although he got a little snuggle with him yesterday. He's like still pretty young, like practically a kitten, so he's always dashing around, and I've been playing with him a lot, like mostly the "I'm gonna get you" game that you do with cats, right? Or like "I'm gonna get you," and they're running all over the house, and you're pretending to chase them. Yeah, they fucking love that shit. I miss having a cat. Gonna be looking at an apartment sometime this week.
Oh, nice.
In Cornwall, and if that works out, your boy is going to be able to, get some downtime and begin my descent into becoming a what is it? The crazy cat lady. I'm going to be the crazy cat guy.
Right. You're gonna be the crazy comic guy pretty soon, man. Be like click 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 click.
I mean, it's not that I haven't been writing. It's just that
it's the mindset. You have to be in the correct state of mind to write sometimes. You know what I mean?
You do. Yeah, and especially the thing that I'm writing right now, I'm writing for Preston, and I know what he wants.
Yeah.
I want to give him a lot of the shit that I know he's going to have fun drawing.
Yeah.
So I know what I'm doing. I know where I'm going with the story and everything, but it's just I'm lucky if I get like a page, half a page, something like that. So that really sucks too.
And it has to be like, again, in the right mood set, and you got to be vibing, you got to be fucking hitting that, got to be amping. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
gotta have the ritual.
Right. Yeah, rituals are cool. Yeah, man, you're stressed out, and once you get your shit lined up and the way you want it, it's gonna be fucking awesome, dude.
Yes, I had a major breakthrough when I realized that like I was avoiding writing because every time I sat down, I got horrible anxiety.
Yeah.
It's like you have to get rid of that.
Mm-hmm.
You have to get rid of that, otherwise you're gonna make excuses not to do it.
There's that too. Yeah, but this is a little different. I was going to tell you, there's this guy at work. He was telling me about that Texas Chainsaw Massacre video game.
Oh, my God.
Have you played it yet? Or
No. Have heard a lot about it. Yeah, we should do the Week in Horror.
Nice. Yeah, he said it was really fun. I was telling him about the Evil Dead game I wanted to get eventually, hopefully. I've been itching to play that, on PlayStation 4. I don't really play the PlayStation 4, but, every now and then, you know what I mean? It's like...
Yeah.
Solomon Kane book over here I've been trying to read. I got fucking just a lot of stuff, you know what I mean? Like if I'm gonna
hell yeah, man.
I don't know.
Oh, you're gonna have fun with that.
Yeah, I've been reading some of it, but like not that much. I'm only like a quarter of the way through it, and what I've read so far is just like, oh my god, this is so epic, you know?
Yeah, it's just fucking great stuff. An interesting thing too is that there's a story that's whoa cosmic. There's a story that was a fragment. I forget. It's I forget the name of the story, but it's basically about Solomon Kane running into like an evil, sadistic German baron.
Ooh, nice, okay.
And I'm just like, oh, right, like,
yeah.
What's that going to be like, right?
Yeah.
Pitting him against like that kind of a character, somebody really evil and really sadistic. And 2 writers have actually finished that story. Like one of them was by Joe Lansdale, and I think another one was by Ramsey Campbell, possibly. But it's just like I find it like there should be like an entire series of comics where like each writer and artist does it their way. Well, people would get sick of fucking reading that after issue 2.
Right.
I'm guessing, but. Yeah, let me share our screen because I have been hearing nothing but great shit about the game, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. Hold on a sec.
You say Massacre?
Yeah, Massacre. Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I thought it was Massacre.
Get my baby away from me.
I know, right?
You never heard that song? It's
No,
Ramones, baby.
Yeah, back in the day.
All right, let me do this up. Okay, I'm going to actually figure this out. Cease boomerang in a moment.
Boomerang.
Right. Yeah, well, here's the thing that sounds cool about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. I was I played Leatherface in Dead by Daylight.
Oh, okay.
And that's a fun game. And it's interesting because I find when I'm playing a particular character, whether it's Pinhead or what's his face, Michael Myers, or the Shape, Freddy Krueger, regardless of like who I'm playing, I find myself actually playing as the character.
Yeah, I'd be going in there fucking fools up.
Yeah, but also,
be,
but also, like when somebody unhooks and gets away from me, rather than chasing after them, I'll go into a fit with the chainsaw.
Oh yeah. Sadistic, yeah. It'd be fun too to play as the victims as well and try to get away from that shit.
Yeah, and Dead by Daylight.
It's a badass poster right there.
Oh, it looks so cool. Oh, I'm going to have to get this, aren't I? It's still in beta, though, isn't it?
The game?
Yeah.
No, it's out, dude. It's out. Yeah. I seen like a poster of it. Like they're advertising it on, I think on Instagram like 2 weeks ago. This dude at work was like, yeah, I got the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'm like, fuck. That sounds like something I'd like to play. You know what I mean? Like I don't give a fuck about video games really anymore that much. You know what I mean? Like I was all like, I had a gang of games for like, up till like PS2 and PS3. I was a fucking video game, stan. And then for the games that I liked that were fucking metal as fuck, everything's got to be metal as fuck with me.
Right.
And then 4 came out, and I got God of War, and I got Witcher 3. I haven't played that yet. I
kept putting that off.
I don't have time. And Evil Dead came out, and that's my favorite IP, and I still didn't get that. But this sounds like interesting. I've never played something like that. It's also from I think the makers of the Friday the 13th game, and I heard that game was pretty good too as well.
Interesting, because I know that was a hit, and I noticed that you can't get Jason Voorhees in Dead by Daylight.
Oh, that sucks.
And now in Dead by Daylight, there's like 5 players. 4 are playing victims, right? And one person is playing the killer. And the killer's going around and fucking people up and then hanging them on meat hooks so they can be absorbed by this thing called the entity, right?
Yeah.
This is different. because I think this is up to 8 players. Because you play not only as the victims, not only as Leatherface, but also his fucking uncle and the fucking hitchhiker. So you get to play the Sawyers.
Oh, okay.
So right? And I think the game, when you start out, you are in like the basement.
Wow.
Like they've locked you up, and then you've got to like manage to like find a way out, sneak away, that kind of a thing. I don't know. I don't know the details, but I'm buying this, man.
Yeah. Sounds like a interesting like playthrough, you know.
Most definitely.
Like, you know.
And that's great art, by the way.
Yeah, I guess they were gonna try to make a remake, like one more Freddy movie too. Did you hear about that?
No.
But yeah, and they finally like someone hit up England like 2 months ago, and he's like, "Nah, I'm done. I'm not gonna do it." You know.
Okay. You know what?
He said, "I'm too old and thick to play Freddy now. I just can't do the fight scenes for more than one take anymore. I've got a bad neck and a bad back, and arthritis is in my right wrist, so I have to hang it up. But I would love to cameo." Like,
right.
That's what he said.
I think it's also healthy to know when to like step away.
Yeah.
Right. And exit.
It's one of those characters, though, man. Like where they could keep casting him. Unfortunately, you know what I mean? Like he's like a Dracula, or like those slashers were like that era's like Universal monsters, even though they were on different film studios. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and very, very, very different in style.
Yeah, 100%.
You know.
But as far as the remakeability factor, they're gonna keep remaking those shits forever. Like Jason, Freddy, Michael Myers, Leatherface.
Oh, they're around to stay.
They're not going anywhere. They're gonna keep remaking.
They're not going. Yeah, they're not going anywhere. And
look at that werewolf.
Yeah, that is a pretty. Looks a little bit like a rubber mask to me.
A little rubbery there. Looks like the nose got cut off.
Unless it's actually supposed to be.
It's a pug nose, maybe. Yeah.
It's definitely of the pug variety, but yeah. Let me see if I can find the other thing I wanted to talk about. New Walking Dead game. John Carpenter is doing this thing called Suburban Screams. So John Carpenter, I kind of feel like John Carpenter maybe is at the point where he should give it up and not damage his legacy, right? Because it's just like how many shit movies has he made? Like 2, right? 3 maybe if you're going to include Memoirs of an Invisible Man. But he made like 10 awesome movies.
Yeah,
and I think once you start getting to a point where like the last thing that he did, the thing with Amber Turd.
Yeah. Was it The Ward?
Yeah, The Ward. Yeah.
I've seen that.
Perfectly fine.
Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah, I mean, but like Ghosts of Mars, Escape from LA, like that's when I started thinking like, oh, maybe it's time. And because I've always gotten the sense that he kind of realized that. Because, he and Dario Argento, Romero, Cronenberg, fucking Tobe Hooper, they all knew each other.
Right.
Right? They would meet for dinner.
Yeah.
And, all the great horror directors from fucking North America in one fucking place. And, he would say that, Dario Argento, like, we've lost him and we're not getting him back. And now Dario Argento has made more shit movies than good movies. And
what up, Doc?
What's up, man?
Yo! How's everybody doing?
What is up, Preston? Good to see you, my friend. Oh, he shot me.
The Lair of the White Worm.
Yes.
I've seen that movie before when I was a kid. The best part about this show is that it's bringing back all these old memories of all these movies I've seen, but completely fucking forgot about.
Oh yeah, that's cool, man. I haven't seen any of them, so I'm just like, oh, this is fucking dope.
Really?
Yeah.
No, most of them I haven't seen.
Holy shit, dude! Yeah,
I'll check out that John Carpenter shit though, bro. That shit looks interesting though. It looks like it's like a bunch of 5 stories all tied together, kind of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right, and it looks like an anthology series, which is cool. I don't have a problem with that. It's just what can I say? I'm just feeling very cautious when it comes to getting my hopes up for like new John Carpenter.
I think it'll probably be pretty good. Like if he's like stamping his name on it again, it might be decent. He hasn't done horror in a while.
What are we talking about? What is he putting out?
John Carpenter's coming back.
Okay.
John Carpenter's I'm trying to find. Let me try and share my screen. Screen sharing is canceled. Make sure you click share on the modal. And
he's just been touring, playing his music, smoking dope, playing his music and shit, chilling. So he's probably like down to do something a little different. Make some scary shit. Hopefully,
right? Because that was what he was doing. It seemed was that he was like, okay, you know what? I think I'm going to give up on the filmmaking, and people are all about my music. There's an entire genre of music now that's basically based on like me.
Yeah.
Right?
I had no idea John Carpenter played music.
Oh yeah.
I had no idea he played music. Yeah, I swear to God.
Oh yeah. That's why I love
it. Have to look it up, dude.
This shit's dope.
He scored every movie. He scored pretty much every movie he ever made except for The Thing, which was scored by the legendary Ennio Morricone, which did Good, the Bad, and the Ugly and all those great spaghetti westerns. And it didn't sound like Morricone. Morricone basically wrote that music and composed it so that it's like sounds like John Carpenter.
That's funny. That's funny, dude. I like the Big Trouble in Little China song that Big Trouble.
Big Trouble.
It's like his pop shit, Him and Robert Rodriguez are the only two guys I can think of off the top of my head that actually like play their own music. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
like Robert Rodriguez.
Yeah, he's a badass.
In every neighborhood, there's always that.
Are you guys getting audio on this?
Yeah, I am.
All right, let's just do it a little bit faster.
His Body Bags was aight. There's a couple good ones.
Oh shit.
We
It said based on 6 terrifying true stories.
Oh, see, and that's something he's doing different. You know what I mean? So he's done the anthology. He did Body Bags, and I liked his Crypt Keeper that worked in the morgue. Or at least for
Yes.
different.
Yeah.
But this is different. This is different. It's based on true shit. And
mind you, whenever you see based on a true story, it's like couldn't be more further removed from the truth. I actually at one point was toying with the idea with Six Gun Gorilla saying based on a true story.
I would have totally did that.
Yeah, that would sick.
maybe for the omnibus.
Yeah.
We should do that with the Iron Maiden version of Six Gun Gorilla. When we do the future version, we'll be like based on a true story.
That'd be dope.
This scary thing about fucking 656, like a Dead Stop, is that some of those stories I think are true.
Oh yeah, they are. Yeah.
I know that house.
I haven't read that shit yet. I'm going to though. I'm gonna be reading that pretty soon, actually.
I'm not.
It looks interesting. It looks like It looks like Unsolved Mysteries mixed with some John Carpenter stuff. I'll check it out.
Well, in other news, Hulu is going to be re-releasing Werewolf by Night in color, which I give zero fucks about because that movie's a piece of shit. It's an insult.
You talking about the black and white Marvel movie?
Yes.
Oh god, that was horrible, dude.
Yeah, horrible.
That's what I heard.
Man-Thing, they just turned into Groot. Right? The Man-Thing's mindless.
Mindless
and look
beast.
at the shitty werewolf design. He's covered in hair except for his face and his hands.
With Man-Thing, I was wondering how they were going to pull that off because it's not like he's just a violent entity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He's mindless.
Yeah,
that's scary, dude.
Like you'd have to do like a Twilight Zone or something like that with Man-Thing.
Yeah.
You can't just do like Man-Thing.
Right. Right. But in the story, Jack Russell is infiltrating this group of monster hunters, the special ceremony that they have every year. And the man thing, I guess, is like the monster that they're supposed to hunt and destroy, and whoever destroys the monster gets some kind of, I don't know, gets a cookie or something, right? And, you know, I'm not going to give shit away just to be giving shit away. But yeah, I thought it was shit. I don't think putting it in color is going to be any better. At
this point, anything they put out is just garbage.
Anything they put out is garbage.
I won't even watch it, dude.
Dude,
period. I haven't watched any of the Marvel movies since I can't remember. I think it was Endgame was the last one I watched. I mean, I watched.
Well, Secret Invasion is like the cheapest goddamn thing I've ever seen before in my life. Like it was, I couldn't even get through the first episode.
I've heard that's fucked up. I heard that's a special kind of fucked up. I heard that's a special kind of fucked up.
It was totally.
I watched Moon Knight. This was the last thing I think I watched.
That was pretty good, but they even kind of screwed that up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
there's 15 minutes of Moon Knight in fucking 8 episodes. There's like less than 15 minutes, maybe about 10 minutes of fucking Moon Knight. Bait and switch, man. Bait and switch is what they did with that one. And Oscar Isaacs, I think, is fucking a phenomenal actor. He's the one that actually
he's insane, dude.
Yeah, he's very good.
He's really good.
I didn't, you know, what can I say? If you had told me when I was a little kid that one day I would grow up and there would be a Werewolf by Night TV, that there would be a Werewolf by Night TV show, that there would be a Morbius the Living Vampire movie, I would have fucking lost my shit.
I would have had an orgasm right there. Balls dropped, everything just.
And I'm talking like, you know, not me just going, nah, like, no, that'll never happen. But having like proof, like future me, looks like me, you know, doing a Kang and going in the past and going, here, look at all this shit.
If you would have told me that when I was a kid, it would have totally fucked my whole life up. Because I would have just been sitting there with my turning blue, just in anticipation of all these movies coming out. You know what I'm saying?
And then you would wait like fucking 30, 40 years, and it comes out and shit.
You guys see the trailer for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I mean, dude, the Morbius movie, I can't fucking watch that shit.
Dude, I had such high hopes for that movie, and they just trashed it, dude.
Once I heard Jared Leto was involved, I was out.
I was in Predator. Which one?
The trailer for Thanksgiving.
No, I never seen it.
Looks interesting. It's a slasher.
It's like the new Eli Roth jam.
He's like a pilgrim slasher on Thanksgiving, you know.
That sounds cool, actually. I like the violent Santa Claus movie they put out.
Oh, I know. I want to see that, dude.
Yeah,
dude, that was brutal. I loved it, dude.
I wanted to watch it. I missed it. I had a chance. I just never got around to watch it.
With the dude from Stranger Things, the cop from Stranger Things. It was
also who played Hellboy.
Yeah, he was great, dude. Like that was a really good movie. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic actor. David Harbour. Also, other news: strange science and trans narratives in horror comics. Max Visaggio, whom I'm sure you're aware of, is back and now writing horror comics.
Oh, I was so hoping for this.
Yes.
You just made my dreams come true.
Oh, man. That was such a bad day till you told me that.
Look. You know me. I'm cool with trans people and all that shit. It's all good. But something like Matt, like
trans, this has nothing to do with trans. This has everything to do with talent.
Dude, this is what her fifth shot. Usually, like, you're lucky if you get one.
Exactly.
And it's just like she gets hired and she bombs. She gets hired and she bombs. She gets hired and she bombs over like literally like 4 times. She had a TV series, Vagabond Queen, fucking bomb.
Yep.
Yeah, dude.
Hard. Nobody saw that shit.
They need that narrative push, bro. That's why. You know,
but
it's failing.
How much money are they going to lose on one person? You know what I'm saying? I'm sure there's other trans people out there with actual talent.
Yes.
Know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes. Thank you. You know,
you know what I mean?
Please, if you're out there and you're listening, do
exactly.
something.
Brian's looking for work.
I sure am. About that. What up, Shadowhawk? Good to see you.
Shadow? How you doing, bro?
No, seriously.
Yeah, no, we're just bitching about Max Visaggio, how she's like on her like fifth
failing
try.
upwards. Whoa,
Nobody gets this many shots. I guarantee you she cast a spell or something like that. She has to have a monkey paw, like somewhere.
Oh my god! Well, I know, your boy Zach said that he knows people who are in the industry, right? Like people that are snitches, and it'll like let him know what's going on. And he asked this guy, like, why do they keep hiring Max Visaggio? And his friend said because it makes the editors feel good about themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta be honest. Like I'm not really on your boy Zach's team anymore. After Matt told me that he's champion like AI art.
Well, look, he took fucking 2 years to fucking put out fucking one issue of fucking Jawbreakers. That offends me when I'm fucking busted like at least 2 a year. Hopefully. Do you know? And I don't have the fucking resources that motherfucker has.
No, you don't. Well, yeah, that's true. But
and then there was the Mark Waid thing, where
something always felt wrong about that Mark Waid thing. I'm sorry, dude. Something just felt weird about that. Like how
he should have given that money back, or given it to charity, or.
Well, it got resolved like just instantly. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like, okay, we milked this while we could. Let's just put it to bed. You know what I'm saying? Like.
I did not send him money. I didn't do that. I did not send him money, but I have a feeling that the people who did, that they
I forgot about that.
Because weren't they thinking like, hey, wait a second. We gave you money not just to protect yourself, but to basically set a court precedent.
Dude, I completely forgot about that. Like
he had not fucking do this.
He had like 100,000 or more, right? In his funds when he decided that this whole situation was done. Like,
crazy, man.
Did anybody hear what happened I mean, look, I don't like to dig into other people's pockets, but I'm saying like that is weird. You know what I'm saying? Like
it is. I
don't know.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So I mean, but there's also no question. Say what you like about him. There's no question that he's the guy that got this whole dough ball rolling. He's the reason why we all found each other.
Well, is it him or is it Ethan?
Both of them. It was him.
Oh, it's him. But but way more. It's him and Ethan, but it's like mostly your boy Zach. I would give it like 75-25 in like your boy Zach's favor. And look, he's killing it. He's putting out fucking comics like on the reg.
No, he's running a business. I'd still buy his books. It's just, I can't buy all the like I used to back anymore. I like his shit because it's got the fucking like the military edge to it, and I don't know, like the GI Joe. Everything. It's all got the GI Joe edge to it.
He does put out decent books. I will say that.
He does.
He definitely puts out.
I like his shit, dude. And everyone's human, and I'm a firm believer in
political,
chances,
Oh yeah. Well, look,
I still watch his stuff, but shit happens.
Yeah, it's just like when people. It's like I can understand people getting upset, but then don't start treating the guy like he's an axe murderer, right? You have to take shit, judge accordingly,
right?
Dude,
this movie, you told me it was a story by Bram Stoker.
Yes.
When I was watching, I was like, "Damn, dude, there's some similarities between this and Dracula, bro."
They sure are, aren't they?
I was watching it with my wife, and I was like, "Damn, dude, she's kind of like Drac a little bit, like a little bit of Madame Bathory, a little bit."
We're talking about Lair the White Worm.
Yeah.
And the one and only, the scrumptious fucking Amanda Donohoe.
Camilla, dude, that was the other one. Like, a lot of that stuff reminded me.
I did notice one thing. Like, towards the end of the movie, you remember, like, she was about to bang that chick with ceremonial.
Yeah. The big
she lifted her arms like this.
Oh, yeah. Big old, like, fucking buckwheats underneath.
Oh, yeah. She had, like
whoa. I was like, what the fuck?
Like a full.
Didn't bother me. Didn't bother me.
No, it didn't bother me either. I just thought it was
I
funny.
I think Harry Legg might be a turnoff for me, but I like Bush. I don't think that getting rid of Bush entirely was the solution. Just fucking do a little landscaping. I like that.
No, I'm totally into it. I'm just saying, like, I thought it was
just talking shit.
It was a reflection of the times, I guess.
I know. Poster. I remember that poster. I remember this movie in the fucking video store, and I always thought it was like a fucking mambo fucking like Latin movie or some shit. The one where she's coming up out of the thing,
Dude, I remember seeing this on TV. Like, I'm being serious. Like, back in the day when you had like 6 channels you could watch, right? Well, you also had the what was it? UFH channels, like the channel 26, channel 38, like the indie channels that, and this movie came on one of those channels, dude. I watched it,
Yeah, I mean, it's from '88, and it was also direct to video. I don't know if it played cinemas, but it was produced by Vestron, which is a video company. And one of the trailers that I've seen shows like a camera going through a video store showing you what new Vestron pictures to check out. So I think Ken Russell was pretty much at the end of his career when he made this. And
I liked it.
What was that?
It was very psychedelic. Like,
oh my god, dude, he did Altered States. I mean, that's the movie of his that I forgot to mention. Altered States.
Oh, okay.
I remember that one too. Yeah, that one was good.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, Altered States. Ken Russell, best known for Altered States. That's his most mainstream movie for sure. Saw that in the theater when it first came out. What else? Hey, Kitty. Getting all riled up now.
Yeah, Gothic, right?
Gothic. What else am I thinking? I lost my train of thought because of this little motherfucker.
Oh, you got a new cat?
Oh, yeah, no, Ken Russell. No, it's I'm cat sitting. Taking care of a friend's cat. All right, Ken Russell. Altered States. Tommy. Trying to think, because I can list off a bunch of other movies that he's done, like Salome and Listophobia, and but you wouldn't be aware of those probably because they've never been in video stores, they've never been on TV, right? They're obscure, like I've never seen them. But The Devil's caused a real fuss. Like I said, that was banned in England for like 25 years.
Which one?
The Damned.
Oh, The Damned. I haven't seen that. We're gonna have to check that out.
It's a must see. It's not a horror movie, but it inspired an entire slew of like cheap, sleazy, tawdry Italian ripoffs.
Oh,
right?
Okay.
Yeah, and you know me, I will take a shitty Italian movie from that period over like anything that's in the theaters right now.
Yeah, no, you're gonna be entertained. Yeah, 100%.
I would take any movie.
I'll just take any movie.
Yeah. So this has, of course, a very young Hugh Grant, and also I don't know if you can recognize the
no, he wasn't Doctor Who. He was, but he was really
Peter
good in that
Capaldi.
movie, dude. Yeah.
Peter Capaldi, the guy on the right, went on to be like a recent Doctor Who.
Was he really? I never knew that.
Didn't Hugh Grant do his nanny or something?
He did a bunch of people.
No,
he did a
he
ton
did a
of
ho
shit.
ho ho.
And he was married
I
to
think he
Elizabeth
did the
Hurley.
babysitter, man. I
Crazy
think he did the babysitter. I do. I think he did the babysitter.
Man, he did
No,
you talking?
Arnold it was the maid. But he had a reputation for being naughty. It wasn't the fact that he was fucking around. It's the fact that
he got caught in a brothel.
Yeah.
That's because everybody else says that the relationship that he had with why am I blanking on her name? Smoking Hot.
Hurley.
Elizabeth Hurley. That she knew what the deal was. Right. That he's supposedly one of those guys where he's like, look, I'm just not really about monogamy. Right. And just honest about it, letting people know so they can make the decision whether or not they want to get into that relationship.
Well, also, like he was like where he's from, it's legal to go ahead and go into a brothel. Like it wasn't, and he came to the States and he did it and he got busted. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember when that happened. Like it was a big thing, and he was like, "Dude, it's legal where I'm from."
I always thought we should bring brothels back.
Is that a Doberman? That's a Doberman. What is?
Yeah, I got a Doberman.
Yeah, it's Loki.
It's
Loki. It's Loki, little camera shy.
Oh, nice.
Oh, there he is.
Could never get his ears to stand up.
Aww.
These guys are badasses, man.
Yeah. You think?
Beautiful dogs.
You would think they are.
Yeah, you think they are.
They're not. They're not as bad as you think they are.
Well,
they have to be trained to kill.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's kind of like Rottweilers, right?
Yeah.
If they wanted to, they could fucking take your head off like that.
Yeah.
They're all muscle.
Yeah,
but they're just like big, dopey, friendly dogs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's like a huge chihuahua without the attitude.
Yeah, except they don't bite you in the ankles; they bite you in the nuts. Right?
I'll tell you what. When that fucker was when he was a puppy, I was walking through the living room and he came up behind me and he actually pinched me with his front teeth on the back of the leg. I like to kill the son of a bitch, dude. That fucking shit hurt.
Yeah. Fucking this movie, man. For me, it kind of had like a David Lynch feel to it, like a little Lynchian in some spots.
A little bit, yeah.
Well, that has to do with the year, also.
Yeah, probably
about
right.
1988 to like 1995, I want to say. That was the golden age of art house cinema.
Right.
And
Yeah.
Like this, for instance,
no,
it's horror, but it's art house horror.
That's Emma Sam's, right?
And when it's done right, it's fucking awesome because it's decadent.
This one's definitely done right.
Is that Emma Sam's?
No. That is the lovely Amanda Donohoe. Oh my fucking god! Look at the fucking thigh-high leather F-me boots.
Her outfits in this whole movie were fucking insane. Like they were
fucking
really
insane.
Good.
That's the poster right there.
Yeah,
that's the one where I was like, "Oh, is that like a fucking like?" I thought it was like a Latin movie, dude, or some shit. I don't know why. It just had like a weird feel to it. But I remember that as a kid. I remember seeing that at Blockbuster.
This of course is a shot that taken from one of the more memorable scenes in the movie, where he gets out of a basket, right? Because there's Hugh Grant has these speakers on top of his house playing like a Snake Charmer song, and Ken Russel told her, "Slither across the room," and she's like, "Well, how do I do that?" And he's just like, "You'll figure it out." And so she did like this really weird this really weird walk. That's just amazing.
Dude, I'll tell you that cop with the lazy eye, he was the creepiest.
Yeah.
He was the creepiest one in that.
He was pretty creepy.
Yeah.
He was pretty creepy. I think this movie though, man, I'd like to read the Bram Stoker's like adaptation. I think there's a lot more potential in the story, bro. Like, oh man. I thought the movie was pretty cool, dude, but like, dude, like it was basically like these serpentine vampires, you know?
Yeah.
And she's kind of like Dracula. She's kind of like Camilla a little bit, you know? I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I like the whole like St. George and the Dragon.
Jet setting, like kind of like a Eurotrash thing, you know? You know, latest fashions, driving a really cool sports car.
Yeah.
Her
banging
costume
kids
changes in this movie are many. Originally, she wasn't cast in this. I believe that Ken Russell wanted Tilda Swinton.
Okay.
Because she'd been in a lot of art house movies.
Yeah, she's a little manly though.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think she's hot, right?
They went with the right choice, personally.
But absolutely. Amanda Donohoe is 1,000 times better than she would have.
But dude, I think it's cool, man. I can't really think of any other, this like basically like a snake pyre, dude. A fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like before this, was there another story that you could think of off the top of your head? Before Howard, I'm sure there's a Conan story like this because there's a lot of.
There was a movie.
Well, there's a Temple of Set. Yeah.
Well, there's that movie. You remember that movie where the guy's hand turns into a cobra?
No.
Do you remember that? And then at the end of the movie, like his whole body turns into like a snake. You know? It was an old movie. It's probably on Tubi.
I know the one you're talking about. It was a TV movie. It was called Literally,
Like,
Oh, shit.
he kept his hand like bandaged up throughout the whole movie, and then towards the end, it started doing crazy shit like that. And then he
He's
took
like-
the bandage off, and it was the head of a snake.
I got 5 kids to feed.
I think he got bit on a hand or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember what happened.
I
It was
forget.
crazy.
I haven't seen that movie in like 30, 35 years at least.
Oh, it was a crazy ass movie.
But they used to
Like,
show it
was
on TV
nuts.
pretty frequently.
Yeah, whoever made that movie was definitely doing the shrooms or something back in the day. They were definitely fucked up.
Well, I think a lot of the people that make fucked up art are actually teetotalers, right? Like David Cronenberg. Of course, he always gets asked about drugs. And he's like, you know what? Never touched them. One time I was drunk, right? I drank a couple of drinks, and I didn't like the feeling, and so I just basically was waiting until the feeling went away, and never had a drop since. Right? Salvador Dali, when he was asked, said, "I do not take drugs. I am drugs."
I am the drug.
So,
I am the
yeah.
alcohol.
But that's not to say that a lot of really great artists have been known to imbibe. It's certainly the surrealists, and this is just very crazy, very out of control. Russell said that he wanted to basically direct this movie as if it was directed by Oscar Wilde. I think that tells you a lot. Oscar Wilde, well, of course, best known for the portrait of
Dorian Gray.
portrait of Dorian Gray, and the importance of being earnest. Very much a decadent aesthete. I don't know that this would be the movie that he made, but it's certainly made with a little bit of that spirit. It's tongue in cheek, and you know me, I don't really like comedy in my horror movies. To the point where they stop being horror movies and they're just comedies, like Evil Dead 2. But this fucking worked for me.
Yeah, no, they did it right. I mean, I think you got to have the comedy in there.
For sure.
Like for me, like I think it just helps balance out everything. You got to have those peaks and valleys, and when the scares hit, they hit harder because you've been set up for the pitch already. Comedy,
right?
Another thing I liked in here was a lot of like the St. George references. I believe that's what it was.
For
and
sure.
The location again.
Yeah.
Telling the lady, like, look at that fucking location, man. That looks like Majestic. Like right when the movie opens up, right there, bam.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That just looks like there's a fucking worm coming out of there.
Right. And of course, as Hugh Grant's character points out in this, worm isn't intended to be taken literally.
Right.
Worm doesn't mean just like earthworm. It means like that's what they used to call dragons.
Exactly. Yeah, and especially like Norse mythology too. Like the root or the space worm, which was Nidhogg. You know what I mean? And he's like an unsung. He's not really that popular. Like in.
Well, he's the guy who he's the one who kills Thor, right?
No, he's not. That's Jorgmander.
Beowulf gets killed. Beowulf gets killed by the dragon.
Thor. That's just a different dragon. They're two different ones.
Right.
Nidhogg is the one that's like he's the one that gnaws on the roots of Yggdrasil, and then Jorgmander is the one that Thor fights in Ragnarok, and he circles around the planet. So they're two different ones.
But
they call him the worm, the space worm. Let's just say I might be fucking around with that fool in something that I'm working on. So
I am looking forward to Hell War, of course, that magnum opus that you're working on. Can't wait to, help out with that in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, me too. I'm totally in. Did you see that Scandinavian TV show called Ragnarok?
I started watching it, man, but I kind of dropped off. I got rid of the.
Dude, it gets good. It gets really good. Yeah, like
There's
I heard
so
about the
much
ending.
shit,
Yeah,
you can't keep up with everything.
they tried to squeeze in a little wokeness, but it never hurt the program. You know what I'm
Dude,
saying?
if you saw that, Brian recommended this movie to me, which I thought was really cool, and it's very similar. It's called Mortal.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. Is that the
Did
one
you
where the
watch
guy's
that?
the son of
Really?
Thor?
Yeah, like the Descendant.
And then
yeah.
at the end, he like they tried to snipe him, but they kill his girlfriend instead. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah.
that
shit was
badass.
dope.
Amazing ending. Amazing ending. I don't want to see a sequel to that.
No,
You know what I'm saying? It's
it's kind of weird.
it's so good.
You know?
Yeah, it
See,
was perfect.
I had a feeling you would enjoy that, Matt. I had a feeling.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, it's yeah, it's great.
Awesome, because I mean, you haven't liked everything that we've had here. Neither has Pops or some other folks. Peter Gilmore, when we had him on, we did Hands of the Ripper, which is I think brilliant, and like nobody enjoyed it. But it's just like, okay, my hit to miss ratio is still pretty good, I think.
Oh yeah. Like on this one, like some of these scenes, like the psychedelic scenes, while they're art housey and whatnot, something about them, like, and they're very like 90s. You know what I mean? Like I think if it could be done a little different, like if I was to do this movie, I'd film a little bit. Like for me, it's very like looking straight at you, like Wes Anderson kind of framing, like this one right here that we're staring at,
Did you guys do Life Force yet?
What's that?
Oh no, we haven't.
Yeah.
Actually, I've been saving that for when Adam Lawson wants to come on because he loves that movie.
Life Force is like the best movie fucking ever.
Damn, I gotta see that.
Saw it when it first came out in the theater.
Cosmic vampires, dude.
Oh, that's
Space vampires.
Yeah.
Okay.
Space vampires. And like the spaceship is the shuttle that comes back to Earth. That's like the Demeter.
Yeah. Dude,
Right?
it
And then
is.
Nina Harker is really like a guy, like an astronaut.
Oh wow, that's
We should do a Discord and watch it together. I'm telling you,
right.
that's the greatest thing ever.
Yes. Once I get settled, dude, I want to start doing that shit. I know, like 80s, for instance, 80s made, like he'll actually run movies through an app where we can just like hang out and fucking watch it like in real time. People can watch us watching it. I think it's like, why would somebody do that? And I'm like, oh, that's right. Twitch is a thing. People watch other people playing video games, so you never know. Let's take a little look at the trailer here.
My favorite part.
Yeah, that was Sammy Davis as the young lady.
My boy Hugh Grant? He fucked her up.
Something's been found in Stone Rig Cavern.
Legend has it that Stone Rig Cavern.
Isn't that an amazing location?
I was gonna say that sword, dude. When Hugh goes to town on her, I was like,
we're gonna. I got that on video, dude. We're gonna watch that fucking clip.
Was the lair of the Dampton worm?
My God.
yeah.
Some of the backgrounds remind me of
Yeah, this is very much an ancient evil has been awakened. Yeah, this is one of those stories that fits into the type of one of the tropes of the people digging up shit that they should leave buried.
Yep.
Let's put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
And again, that's her coming out of her coffin. Her coffin.
The victim appears to be afflicted by a form of vampirism.
I hear you're having trouble with a snake.
Oh, I can tell that this is like a newer trailer. This is definitely a newer trailer because it's making Hugh Grant the star. And he was not like a star when this was made.
Ah, and you're going to uphold family tradition and slay the beastie.
Are you out of your mind?
He did steal a show, though.
My,
for sure.
You are a fine growing boy.
Well, nobody steals the show from Amanda Donohoe.
No.
Here's to the first swallow.
Oh, snap. Remember what I said about this being a naughty movie? shit, I have the money to buy that now. I could start backing campaigns again.
That sword scene was dope, dude.
Yeah. Let's take a little look at that. Now, those of you who aren't aware of the plot, because we didn't really do much of a plot rundown, basically a skull is unearthed in the backyard of these two young ladies who have recently lost both parents. And the archaeologist who finds it believes that it may be the bones of a creature that lived in the area, because the area has a legend of a white worm meaning kind of like serpent or dragon, right? And that one of Hugh Grant's ancestors slew the beast. And that's why they have an entire party every year to celebrate the occasion. Let me see if I can find a pic of that. I don't know if you noticed, but the food on the table during that party scene, it's the most disgusting looking shit you've ever seen.
Worms. Those are night crawlers. He's like,
worms.
this is the local worms. And then you got the octopuses on there too. A lot of tentacles.
Oh, I love octopus, but
The octopus is bomb. I'll throw that shit on. I'll make some octopus fucking pokey. I'll fucking make some octopus kebabs with some cream sauce.
Octopus is shit.
If it has tentacles, it needs to stay the fuck away from me.
You just gotta slice it up real quick.
I wouldn't call it a phobia. But I really don't like squid.
I got yelled at a Chinese restaurant because I got the barbecued octopus, and I took the tentacles and stuck it in my mouth and just pretended like I was Cthulhu. Like, cut it out!
Cut it out, you eldritch!
I put
the tentacles are coming out of his mouth. They're over his mouth.
Right.
Like a mustache.
I used to smoke those motherfuckers at my last job.
So yeah, this is the archaeologist meeting Hugh Grant, the local lord. He's just moved into the family estate, and basically it's a tradition for his family to throw a party for like the town, for like the community, as kind of like a reverse housewarming party. And we get told about the legend of his ancestor fighting a white serpent, which is represented by a big old puppet. And so they're singing, they're dancing. There's like a I don't know, or like a rock folk band. And he has a sword and pretends to cut it in half. And yeah, of course, if this is a horror movie, that thing that's part of the local folklore, yeah, that shit's for real,
right?
And this is no exception. Now, where the movie gets awesome is where Amanda Donohoe, who is like a devotee of a cult that centers around this monster, like a religion. And she's like a serpent woman vampire, kind of.
Yeah,
right.
Like she was a Roman too.
Right. Yeah. She's like.
Yeah. She was. I think she was like. She like worked for a priest in Roman times or something like that. I have to go back and watch it, but she's definitely
Didn't
Roman.
she date Caligula?
Yeah. No. She has a bust of her lover.
Yeah, that's what it was.
In one of the scenes. Because the archaeologist is digging, and so he's finding shit from like a particular time period, and of course the Romans were all over there, and so he finds not just that skull, he also finds this mosaic, right, and
it also makes it look like they. Okay, so from what I gathered out of it, she was a demon that was working with Satan to help crucify Jesus with the Romans. That's what I got out of it. Because, I mean, that's what you see in the vision. I mean, it's blatant,
Well, I really don't think that's the case personally. The way I always interpreted it is that it's just, Christianity came and got rid of all the pagan gods, right? And that was one of them. That was one of the pagan religions. Remember, you see the Romans running in,
Yeah.
And they start like graping the devotees of the cult.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think that's what happened personally.
I got the feeling like God was a fluke in this movie. Like it was like he wasn't a real guy. It was something that happened that fucked all the other demigods up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
and yeah, it didn't seem like because they never had any religious artifacts that actually affected the snake people. You know, it wasn't like vampires where they put a cross up.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
Yeah, here she is in a very memorable scene where she steals the skull, and before she goes out the door, she spits like venom on the cross. And when you touch this venom, you trip. You go on a acid trip, and we get all this wild imagery of like impaled nuns. Here's like a guy crucified like Christ with the serpent monster crawling around him. And
I want to read the book, man. I want to know like exactly.
Yeah,
like,
I did too.
Where she
I was
came
thinking
from.
about
I have to check that out. You're right. Yeah. I wonder if they got an audiobook version of this.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I mean, and it's crazy too because you see a lot of like for me like I got a lot of like Dagon vibes at the end of the movie, like the finale.
Yeah, yeah, that was like Dagon, wasn't it?
This is
exactly
proto Dagon
like
because it's Stoker and he predates HP. So I was like, damn, I wonder if he was reading this.
In fact, that's the exact scene from Dagon, like at the end of Dagon.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this like I said, I haven't read the original story, and watching this again and enjoying this as much as I did has made me think. It's like, damn, it's just like, yeah, I need to check that out.
It's pretty gangster, like snake pyres, dude. It's like, I mean, when you think about it, they're just as scary as vampires.
Awesome.
You know what I mean?
No, it's great.
And all the phallic symbolism in this movie was just crazy, dude.
Scary as
fuck. There she is on the box with the big strap on.
It's just fucking gangster in every way. It's Stoker and I don't know, pretty cool. Like definitely, this is like something that could be remade as many times as Dracula could.
This was so cult.
Original.
You know what I'm saying? Like because back in the day, this was not acceptable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure, man. It's 100% like satanic and stuff. Even I mean from that way. The way they would see it.
Yeah, there she is on the far left, Amanda Donohoe with the strap on of death.
Shit, you better be careful. Like
impregnate her with that thing.
YouTube.
Yeah, man. That's the idea. That's the idea. Yeah, she intends on doing things to her victim before feeding her to her god.
Well, you remember that one scene where she took it and stuck it up the chick's skirt to see if she was pure.
Yes,
I guess. Yeah.
Yes, to see if her hymen was intact. Yeah, because evidently her god only wants virgins. Oh, like that's something new. or exclusive, right? Of course.
He doesn't know what he's missing out on because virgins are highly overrated.
Yeah, man. What up, Maiden? Good to see you. Let me play another clip. I wish I had a clip of her slithering across the room because that's got to be like my favorite moment in this movie. But
Brian's hitting his Jack material right now.
Oh.
How many works of horror did Stoker write? Fuck.
Not that many.
Right. I didn't think he did.
I read a short story by him called The Squaw.
Okay.
Indeed.
Dracula's Guest, which is another short story. So I think he wrote some short stories, but he didn't have much of an output. Needless to say, even if he had some other work that was good, it's just so overshadowed by
Dracula. Yeah, exactly.
That is Dracula.
Right.
And the funny thing is like Dracula's not even a good novel.
It's actually. I didn't even think it was a good movie, to be quite honest. Like the original Dracula movie with Bela Lugosi.
Well, oh god, it's a bore.
Just my opinion.
Yeah, I just like. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I like Bram Stoker, the Coppola one. But what I do like about that one is just a big fucking castle. Like when and some of the stuff in there, the creepy,
There's
like the charm.
I like the Abbott and Costello's version better. That's
that's where I grew up. Abbott and Costello Meet the Wolfman.
That was awesome, dude.
Yeah, that was my first entryway. That and Mel Brooks' Young Frankenstein, which has nothing to do with it, but still.
Oh, that was my favorite one, dude.
I still love it. And I like him. Movie. I like Peter Boyle as Frankenstein. He's fucking dope.
Now, I love the original Frankenstein movie, like Mary Shelley's Black and White, and then Return of Frankenstein's Monster, all that kind of stuff, dude. Like, I'm a sucker for all that
Bride is my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Bride's so good, dude.
Yeah, nothing beats that.
She cucked him so hard, dude. It's so fucked up.
Yeah, she did, didn't she?
Yeah, man.
Bob's laughing down there.
And Karloff said like he didn't like the fact that the monsters spoke, but I can't imagine that movie any other way. And I remember a kid being excited then for Son of Frankenstein because I thought, oh, he starts out, he's like a baby, so all he can do is grunt. And then in the second one, Bride, he's taught how to speak. And then in the third one, he was going to be Mary Shelley's monster, like quoting Milton.
I think Frankenstein was the perfect horror movie monster. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
don't know. To me, anyway, like he's the perfect horror movie monster.
Well,
it kind of is
for life, man, for life.
Like a real fucking monster.
It's favorite type of monster, werewolf. Favorite monster,
absolutely.
Frankenstein monster.
Yeah.
Cursed monster has to be werewolf, right? Because it's so tragic. I'm saying, like, you can be a good person, a bad person. It doesn't matter. When the full moon hits, you're a killer. You know?
Yep.
No killer, no filler.
Yep. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is a scene where Hugh Grant gets attacked in his home by one of the snake vampire.
Dude, that was so good when he sliced her in half.
Yeah, it was fucking metal, dude. Fucking metal. Do it again. Get the head. And he hit the drum. And he did a beat.
Right?
All in one swing, bro.
When she's on the ground, like squirming, that's my favorite part of the movie because it looks so real.
It really does.
What's up, J-Dollar?
For those who are curious, what up, J-Dollar? For those of you that are curious, what kind of a sword this is?
Tell us.
This is known as a Landsknecht sword, also known as a great sword. This was the sword that was used by German mercenaries in medieval times because it was a weapon that was really good at fighting people that were armed with spears and pikes.
Right.
And
we need to have something in the show where like there's like a fucking badass like weapon where we're like a buzzer goes off or something and you come and you start dropping fucking mad fucking shit about the weapon because you're a weaponsmith, you know what I'm saying?
No, well, I mean, I just more, I'm not a smith, but I am a collector.
Yeah, man.
He's a swords enthusiast.
Yes, yeah.
I love that shit, man.
I like guitars. Brian likes his swords. That's
Yep. Evidently the way you use this as a weapon, I actually got to see somebody in HEMA where like this weapon is a specialty, and a big wooden version of this. The way you use it is you keep it moving constantly.
Oh wow. Yeah, that makes sense.
Like
you gotta be a big motherfucker to be able to do that.
Right.
Well, what you do is you let the weight of the weapon do the work.
What to say? Like a shovel kind of coming down a lot.
Yeah. And this guy was just basically swinging it, turning, swinging it. Where, if you were surrounded by a street gang and you had this, like, that's what you would want to do. Right? Mm-hmm. It's bitching, and it's a great special effects too. Let's take a look at that shit.
I prefer a blade heavy sword because it helps drive through
Get the head.
And the music.
You see the way she jumped at him too with her fingers and everything? It was like perfect, dude. It was like classic.
Right.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Before I forget
Yeah.
too, dude, that's fucking Wayne Manor from Batman, 1989.
Maybe, very similar.
No, check out the exterior. Check out the exteriors, dude. It's it.
Is it
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Holy shit,
it is.
dude.
Definitely.
That's awesome.
I'll lay
Shit.
money.
I
I'll bet
did
you
not know
$5.
that.
I'm not sure. I don't have receipts, but I bet you $5. It's the exact same
I'll bet you
castle
$5.
that they filmed Tim Burton's 1989 Batman.
You know Matt's for real when he's willing to bet money. I'm just saying.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So, well, yeah, I mean, like the Hammer movies were shot in specific locations, but they know what all those locations are. They've all been thoroughly identified. There's one place in particular was used in the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and it's now a hotel. And should I find myself in England sometime in the near future, guess where I'm staying? I don't care how fucking expensive it is.
Yeah, for sure. She's the scariest character in the movie, in my humble opinion. Just like, and
Yeah,
all of a sudden,
very
with
much
her,
so.
like my favorite, you know.
Well, because she's just like pure savage, like animal. Nightmare fuel for
Ooh,
sure.
I love that music. See, there's a stairwell right there too, where he was walking up there with Kim Basinger.
Pieces.
Hey, you might be right, man.
It's just shot differently.
Yeah, I mean, locations are reused frequently.
Oh, for sure. And they filmed a gang of movies at that place too.
So, yeah, everybody, if The Lair of the White Worms sounds like the kind of movie that you want to watch, go check it out. It is, you can watch it free. There's a link to watch it for free, unedited, of course, at the bottom of the description. What can I say? I hadn't seen this movie in years, and you know, I always loved this movie. I always really had a fondness for it, but it had been a while, and it was just really great to revisit. I think I told you this. This is the only movie that when I was a kid, I rented it at the video store. I watched it. I hit the rewind button, right? Rewound the tape, and then pressed the play button again and sat down to watch it again.
You know, a movie for me, I did that. And it's the only movie I really remember doing that. It was Total Recall. I remember I was watching with my Uncle Rob, and he's like, I think we got to watch that again. And I was like, yeah, I think we're going to watch that again. That was a good movie.
Oh, that's an awesome movie. The Blu-ray of that's great. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's a really interesting moment, too, where they find the watch that belonged to the father, and then it seems like the hands have turned into a snake.
Oh, dude, that's crazy. It's just, and it's a toxin, too, you know, you know what I mean? Like the hallucinations and stuff.
Yes.
Man, there's so many cool things about this character and this story, man. And it's, man, again.
You'd like to
Bram
see
Stoker.
more, right?
Yeah, I'd
Like
like to
his
see
buddy.
it remade. Yeah, definitely.
The archaeologist that got turned into a snake man.
At the end of the movie, oh man, and
Yeah.
at the end of the movie, another thing, like there's a lot of stuff I keep forgetting. I love how he just spoilers. He just fucking kills the thing. He just throws a fucking grenade at the motherfucker, and that's it.
Yes.
And I like that. Like you could kill the shit, but
I
I was
he can
wondering,
survive
where did he get
in
the
another
grenade?
form.
Where did he get the grenade from? Did he just have one on him, or?
Wile E. Coyote or some shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I was like, wait, whoa, where did he get the grenade? I was like, that's crazy. But anyway,
It may
like,
have been
he
mentioned
should-
in passing in the dialogue, but I don't know.
he should have, he should just chain his friend up and sell a toxin as like a hallucinogenic to a bunch of druggies.
Right?
Yeah, but that looks like a bad trip to me. That's the venom in this that you trip balls on. I have a feeling it's like the brown acid at Woodstock.
Oh shit. Maiden says, does rewinding the face melter scene in Raiders count? Most definitely. It's just
Most
pretty fucking
definitely.
funny. Yeah, face melter. Oh yeah.
But rewinding scenes and rewinding entire movies is like, this is, you know, a little
It's
bit
pretty
of
dope
a
scene though. Pretty dope scene.
Oh, fucking awesome scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everybody go check this out. It is, I think it's dope. Matt, what would be like your summary?
Oh, Two Horns way up, dude. Like fucking there's I mean some of the again, I'll say like people that watch Twin Peaks and David Lynch, I think that haven't seen this, they would fucking really love it. You know what I mean? And if they like horror movies, they're gonna really love it. That's what I think. And a lot of like the Lynchian shit, it's stuff that I didn't really like too much, but I do like Twin Peaks. There was just something about it. It was kind of throwing me off a little bit, and I'm just thinking like, damn, I know it's supposed to be psychedelic and it was the time and whatnot, and maybe if I watch it a few more times, I like that, but I think that it could be done better in my opinion. But as far as that goes, but dude, the like everything we discussed about it, you know what I mean? The St. George rifts, the archaeological finds. She's very similar to Count Dracula in a lot of ways. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But way different. I mean, this might have been the first, like, let's say again, Snake Pyre type movie, which they're totally original
I love that term.
and what they do.
Snake,
you know, so
snake
Pyre. Yeah. No, that's a perfect title for what these things are.
we haven't seen that, and like we could have, like, it could have been something new.
That's,
you know,
From Dusk Till Dawn. The first From Dusk Till Dawn had snake pyres in it. Yeah,
no, for sure. Salma Hayek, yeah, definitely. They had a host of different ones in that movie.
It was.
They're all demons and all kinds of shit. I love that movie.
My favorite part was the nut gun. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, Sex Machine. Yeah. A full Savini. Yeah.
Tom Savini, and fucking Amanda Donohoe, man. Jesus Christ, man. I don't know if you guys found her as smoking hot as I do.
I thought she was perfect for the scene.
I think she, like, when I see her, I'm like, damn, she could be you know, like Wonder Woman, Catwoman. You know what I mean? Like, I got the, like, look at her, you know.
Definitely got the Catwoman vibe.
Yeah, definitely, dude. Imagine her in like with the you know, from Arkham Asylum or Arkham City, you know, like that one with the goggles. Yeah, dude. I mean, she got the leather on right there. Yeah, dude. Definitely recommend Two Horns Up.
This is a total non sequitur, but I back in the old days on alt.horror, the Usenet group, there was a guy named Coyote, and he was telling us a story about how he slept with Amanda Donohoe.
Whoa.
Crazy. The thing is, homeboy is gay. And the way the story went was he was like with his in bed with his boyfriend, and she knocked on the door and she's like, "Oh, I'm sick. Can I just like snuggle in between you two?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure." And so she got in bed with them, and yeah. And like we were all pulling our hair out. Like, oh, how dare you?
I'm about to say it's probably like the last scene of this movie, I guess.
Oh yeah. Actually,
where she comes in with the big old like strap on, you know? That's what
Oh yeah, and then all these shots of like white tubes and that sort of a thing.
Yeah, like the serpentine
subliminal
stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of subliminal stuff in the trips, you know.
Oh, for sure. Sure. I mean, it's very similar to the acid trip sequences in Altered States. Right, then in come the Roman soldiers. So this is assumed to have sort of happened, I think. That they were having like their pagan ceremony to this god, mockery of the cross and of the crucifixion and everything, and the Roman soldiers like run in and like grape them and kill them. Yeah, this is not your average horror flick for sure.
For me, I got that that was straight up like she's a demon, dude, and like the Romans were in cahoots with the demon and the snake, and those were Jesus's followers down there, like nuns type, and they were going after him. That's how I got out of it. Like she's this old demon snake bitch, you know what I'm talking? And she hooked up with
Well, we know that she was like that she's ancient.
Yep.
Yeah, that she was
wrong.
Roman.
That's why I'd say I have to read the book. I think she's like older though, dude. Like older than Dracula.
What was the name of the
sure.
book? Was the name of the book the same name as the movie, or was it different?
Yeah, well, that's the thing is, I don't think it's a novel. I think it's a short story or a novella.
Oh, okay.
Right.
That's
so
cool.
it's like something that you would find in an anthology. Although I have like dozens of horror story anthologies, and I've never come across it. And
crazy.
I'm curious, man. I want to check that shit out for sure. Anyway, thinking I'm gonna call it a little bit of a early night tonight. Matt, who do you have coming up on at the gates?
We got the Comics Way guys are gonna be talking about the book Junkman, the character that was that Preston did the cover for in their first book.
Yes.
Sweet.
So if Preston, you want to shoot on over, if you're not doing anything, that'd be cool, man. I'll send you the link. They're talking about
and
that.
shoot
And
me
a
the link
couple
too.
of
I don't know if I'll hop in, but maybe I will.
Okay.
Who is
it? Because I'm sorry, like I never hang out on your stream.
It's all good.
All right. 656. That's what you said.
Yeah. Well, this is it's them. It's gonna be it's actually the Comics Way. It's a campaign that they're doing a couple of ash cans. I think they're doing 2 ash cans on this one. So we'll be talking about that. Have a few guys on there. So
that also reminds me, Brian, on the 28th, me and Matt are both going to be cutting out on you early because I'm going to be on OTG.
Yeah, Pop's coming on. We're going to be talking about the Roku, and then you could go over there too.
Yeah.
We just move it over if you want.
I'll try to at least be in the chat.
No, I know how. Sometimes it's fun to be in the chat.
Yeah. What movie should we watch next? Does anybody have any ideas?
Can I ask one question of Preston? Preston he's been with his head down working the whole time. Can we see what you're drawing?
Oh yeah, duh.
I gotta paint a page.
Oh snap!
Yeah.
Oh,
this is why I do this, y'all. This is why I do this.
Oh, guys, he sent me some. He sent me some of the Six Gun Gorilla.
I seen one of his.
I seen that cover, man. That's just fucking.
Did you run the campaign already for Six Gun Gorilla 9? Or you?
Yes. Well, no, 9 and 10. 9 and 10 plus the second trade paperback. There's a lot of people backed the first trade paperback. Yeah. That was issues 1 through 6. So the campaign was for issues 9 and 10, which are going to be included along with issues 7 and 8. Okay. Right. So that's how it's going to. That's how. So nobody's going to have to buy shit they already have, right?
You're probably going to have to do a second chance campaign on 9.
Oh, dude,
so that I can drop the cover.
dude, of course. Yeah, I mean, that's been the plan.
On Twitter, dude. That cover
that's been
on Twitter is fucking balls out, bro. I'm just saying.
For sure, man. For sure.
Brian gave me a couple of ideas, and I was like, I like the idea where you kind of looking up at the airship.
Yeah.
Look, Gorilla plus Zeppelin. Plus Preston. How could that go wrong? That's a winning combination right there. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, it looks really, really sweet. The reason I closed the Indiegogo campaign was because fuck Indiegogo, and the campaign is called anyway. Yeah. But they never shadow banned me, I don't think, but they shadow banned a lot of my fucking friends.
Like
and make sure when they asked you, the little screen comes up, why are you closing your campaign? Because you fuck censorship. Because you're shadow banning my friends.
Did you try Fund My Comic? Did you run anything?
That's going to be the relaunch.
Okay.
That's going to be the relaunch. It's going to be on the
that I'm endorsing or recommending right.
Yeah, but I mean, I have to find a place to live first.
Pisses me off. I'm with Fund My Comic.
Also, Tequila Sunrise. I still haven't gotten the script for that. Yeah.
Oh no, I sent it to you. I'm pretty sure I did. I think I know I uploaded it to like my Google Drive. I don't know if I sent you the link or not. I think I did.
Yeah, I think.
But
Hold on, let me see.
But I can always yeah, I basically it's like the entire script for the entire first issue.
It might
That's
be
the thing.
it might be mixed up in the thread. That's probably what happened.
Preston, did you know that
I will
there's a
send it to you again.
gorilla? Did you know there's a 6-gun gorilla Crom crossover story?
No, I had no idea. Yeah.
I wrote it. It didn't get drawn.
He wrote it.
Yeah, oh god, that ended up being like a fiasco, and there are politics and gay ops and shit involved. But it was going to be 6-gun gorilla.
There is a story, but there is a story.
Yes.
And
yes. No, there is a story, and it's basically like 6-gun gorilla teamed with Chainsaw Chimp, Buckshot Bonobo, like an entire A-team. And I wrote it to be just a goof, and I thought it was pretty funny, but some other people were not so happy.
I got okay. This is what I got. I got Southpaw.
Yes.
Southpaw, the alternate opening.
Yes.
The Crow's Stained Glass.
Yes.
And Slag Virus in the Warriors of the Apocalypse.
Okay. All right. Just look through that stuff. Those are
that's
all
what I'm saying. That's what I got. I don't have the Tequila Sunrise. Like
all right. I'll send that to you.
I think you lied,
I'm also working on something called Demoniac. I'm sorry. What you say, brother?
Just fucking with you.
Oh, Preston's always so good at that, man.
He's busting your balls and you didn't even get it.
Oh man. But yeah, no. Any suggestions for what we should watch next week?
Actually, a Santo movie.
Santo.
Dude, those movies are so good. I remember
great,
now, like watching it. I'm like, oh, dude, I seen this when I was a kid. I was like, yeah, these are great. Yeah.
Well, Santo's the shit, man.
Yeah.
We have covered one of those, haven't we?
Plus,
yes, we have.
It also vibes with Tequila Sunrise, right? Like,
well, Tequila Moonrise. Tequila Moonrise is like a love letter to those movies.
Yeah, I really dig it. Yeah.
Right, maybe we'll do an El Santo. Maybe we'll do like another a different Mexican home. Something like that.
Now they did have one that I was checking out on there called Werewolf versus the Yeti.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's a Paul Naschy movie. It's excellent. It's awesome. That movie's awesome.
Oh.
It's completely insane. It's completely fucking bonkers.
Oh, it's nuts, dude.
It's great.
Is it on Tubi though?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's on
Werewolf versus the Yeti. Yeah, maybe we'll do that because we haven't done a Naschy in a while. We did do Werewolf Shadow, aka Valpurgis Nacht, aka Werewolf versus the Vampire Woman, which is always my favorite title.
They got Texas Chainsaw Massacre on there. I know it's been done to death, but
do they have Vampirella, the movie, on there?
The one with Talisa Soto?
Yeah, like the one that they made in the 70s.
Oh God, I don't know. Here's the thing that's great about IMDb. You can go there and type in a movie, go to the movies page, and it will show you where you can watch it, like on streaming.
Oh yeah.
I love the Christopher Priest Vampirella. I actually really enjoyed that.
Oh, they had two movies? A Vampirella?
Comic?
No, it's a comic.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the movie.
Yeah, the movie. Yeah, by fucking Jim Wynorski. The same guy who directed Return of Swamps. The same guy who wrote this Return of Swamp Thing. Yeah, no, that's not on any streaming.
No, it's not. No. That's
Roger Daltrey's in that?
Crazy.
Talisa Soto looks pretty fucking fine in that fucking Vampirella costume, though.
Oh, yeah. Anybody can look really good in that Vampirella costume.
Yes.
Including
fucking
Matt would look amazing in that Vampirella.
Rosetta was a boss.
Only on Tuesdays.
Did Do you know the story behind that Vampirella costume? Because I love Vampirella, right?
No,
so
bust it.
So Vampirella, the creators of Vampirella, they had a feminist design the Vampirella, like the character Vampirella with that costume. Well, then they sent it to Fujita to go ahead and refine it, right? So Fujita kept fucking with the chick and kept making the costume thinner and thinner. Until finally, and it was all in good humor. Like the chick, she was cool with it, you know. And the final version of Vampirella was the one that appeared on the first issue of Vampirella.
Yeah, man,
comic, that's
hilarious, dude.
Yeah,
that is really funny because that is one of those costumes that's just kind of painted on.
Yeah,
right. It doesn't leave exactly much.
Oh, that costume's dental floss is what it is.
Yeah, man. Oh my.
Hey, Preston, have you seen The Collector, dude?
The Collector?
Yeah,
I probably did, dude. Like if it's an old,
we gotta do that one
movie?
of these days, man. That movie's pretty dope. It's not old.
Yeah,
but one day, maybe we could do like The Collector and The Collection if they're together. It's pretty dope.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's one of the movies that that Matt turned me on to. Like, because I just thought like, oh, it's just like torture porn. Not really into that subgenre. And Matt, you recommended it, and I checked it out and fucking loved it.
Yes, I only watched that once and The Collector once. I was like, damn, I gotta buy these, and I'm not gonna go fuck with them. Like that's what I do now. Like over the past 10 years, if I see something I really like, I try not to watch it again. I'm like, try to note it, you know. Except for Brawl and Subblock 99, man. I watched the shit out of that one.
Oh my god! Oh, that's such a fucking awesome
shit out of
movie.
that. It's not my body yet, but whenever it pops up on Tubi, I'm gonna get in there type shit. What's up, ID Crisis?
Man. What up, ID? I haven't seen. God, what was the one that was after that?
The Collection. Oh, you saw The Collection, right?
Oh yeah. I did.
That was it. He only did
I
2 of them,
and really enjoyed it. I'm like surprised they haven't done a part 3 yet. But then again, it took like forever to get a sequel to The Strangers, right? Like that, the sequel to that came out like 10 years after the first movie, which is perfectly fine. I'm not complaining. You know,
check out Scariest Monsters.
To like take a break.
Check out Scariest Monsters in America. It's a Tubi original. It's just like a fun little like kind of fun little documentary, you know, on like cryptid monster demons. You know, they jump all over. It's a fun little thing, you know, with a bong toke or a beer or something. You know,
I'm kind of disappointed in Shudder.
I still haven't.
It's supposed to be like I paid for Shudder.
Yeah.
And because I thought it was going to be this great horror,
like the big motherfucker. Yeah.
Tubi blows them away, dude.
Blows them away.
Hands down, blows them away, dude.
Tubi,
it's not even close. It's not even close.
All over them, dude.
I mean, look,
I have Horse Channel blows them away too.
It fucking irritates the shit out of me, to be honest, dude, because I wasted money on fucking Shudder.
Well, I wanted to get it for the Creep Show. I'm gonna get it for the Creep Show one day, and I'm gonna binge them, and then that's it.
Here's the thing. I'm a Joe Bob Briggs stan.
Dude,
one
you know
days,
they got.
You're gonna have to be a Joe Bob Briggs host on another.
Yeah, I know, right? They got.
Oh my god, I love that dude.
Oh, and now I couldn't find this anywhere else but Tubi, right? They got that movie The Lake. It's a Japanese like kaiju movie, right? And that's the only place they got it dubbed. Is on Tubi.
Dope. Maybe we can watch that next week.
Torrent it, you can't find it anywhere except for Tubi. You know, and it's a brand new movie. Like it's pretty new. It's about 2-3 years old. You know, but it's like insanely like it's not like a popcorn like Godzilla movie. This is scary as fuck. You know?
Damn, I want to watch that shit.
I don't know why more I don't know why more people don't watch Tubi or aren't aware of it. Because the thing is if I put a link in the description, that's to a YouTube video. More people will fucking click on that than they would a Tubi link. I think because they think that they have to create like a profile
an account or something.
No, you don't need to create anything for Tubi. You can just
fucking dope, dude. Love Tubi.
Yeah. Tubi's the
shit,
dude.
Yeah.
If I had like a IP or something, I would try to get with Tubi, dude. Like if I was gonna make a movie, like, oh man,
And
I'm gonna get out of here
like
though,
to
guys.
be or not to be. You know?
Yeah, exactly. It's to be.
Good thing.
I'm gonna get out of here, guys. I'll see you next time, and then I guess we'll figure
Peace
out.
out, brother. Right, good seeing you, man.
All right, see you guys
Good
in a
journey.
bit.
Right,
Always good
peace.
to see you, Mark. Matt. Good to see you, man.
Later, dude.
See you later. You take it easy.
I love that dude. Oh man. Okay. I definitely need a break. At least my toothache.
Hit me up a little bit. I want to talk.
What was that?
Go ahead and go get something to eat, whatever, but hit me up a little bit. I want to talk to you.
Okay. All right. Preston, good seeing you, my brother. I'm cotton mouthed. I got a juicy. I don't have a juicy mouth. I got gotta get juiced up.
I got this. Thanks everybody for watching the Horror Movie Club. Thanks for hanging out with Brian, Preston, Matt, myself. We love you. We appreciate you. And what else can I say?
Peace, love, and metal.
Entertainment Group presents the Madness Comic Network with original programming and additional comic-related content.
Yo, Pops Van Zandt here. The Madness Comic Network is evolving into the Madness Roku Network. We're taking our stuff to Roku. We're joining great channels like the American Horrors Channel. We're taking our stuff over there, guys. We love it over there. You're going to love what we bring you. We got some great shows, all kinds of different stuff. Come join the madness, yo. Madness Roku Network right here. Peace.
The Civil War was America's bloodiest conflict. Over 500,000 died to preserve national unity. When the war ended, Confederates like Harley Brogdon headed west, shooting games of the Army and gambling. When a card game turns deadly, Harley shoots in self-defense, killing the card sharp who threw down first. Wilfred Knorr, the card sharp's wealthy father, will stop at nothing to see Harley hang. Harley flees to Cobb's Gap, an old silver mining town at the foot of the Rockies. A remarkably peaceful town, especially after dark. But the sheriff harbors a dark secret, and no one dares go into the mines anymore. Cobb's Gap is full of secrets. People speak in hushed tones of something in the mines. Something worse than their cursed sheriff. Something even the Indians fear from the deepest pits of hell. Every secret will be exposed. Bronze Star. Order your copy at bronzestarcomic.com.
Comic Books for Kids provides comic books to kids in hospitals and cancer centers across the U.S. It's a place where we can all work together to make sure every child has a comic book. 100% of all proceeds go towards the kids. It's about making a difference, and while they're in the hospital, allowing them to fly like a superhero, battle dragons, or rescue teddy bears. We are in every state in the country and now support over 160 hospitals. Every month, we add more.
Visit CB4K